Wild Rider.
Hello guys and gals, Wildman Rider here. Today we'll be doing a quick unboxing and a review of the Meelod DK300 Max. First of all, I want to thank you, Meelod, for sending me this beautiful bike. And we'll get this thing. I won't bore you with too much unboxing because you've probably already seen that 1,000 times with this bike. So we'll try to get it out of the box and get it together and take it out for a ride and tell you what I think about it. One thing I want to say about this bike right away before I unbox it, this is a very heavy bike. It's a steel frame bike and it has 2 batteries and 2 motors, so it weighs like 136 pounds, I think. So yeah, that's why I think it's got a little bit of damage. I think they had a bit of a struggle. So I got a little hole here. And that corner down there is a little damaged too. I'll show you that a little closer here. So hopefully the bike is okay. There's a little damage down there. Like I said, we got this hole here. But hopefully the bike is okay inside. We will find out. But yeah, it is very heavy. It's like a good solid bike, so excited to get it unboxed. Alright, first we'll cut these straps off. Scared poor Dozer. It's okay, Dozer. It's okay. Good boy. Sorry, Daddy didn't mean to scare you. Alright, what I'm going to try to do is just cut this whole front out here. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this one. Cut it on both sides, but of course this corner wants to hang on here. There we go. Wow, that is one nice beefy shock right there. Holy cow. This be our front motor. These nice CST Scout e-moped tires. Those look pretty nice. Alright, we'll get all this stuff off and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back again. I normally like to do this stuff outside, but last time it was raining I tried to do this, and this time it's like 100 degrees out there, and even in here I'm kind of sweating. But what I wanted to show you, which I've never seen in one of these e-bikes before in the box, is they put these looks like steel bars here. One here, and there's one that goes that way looks like to keep the frame from getting damaged. So I thought that's pretty neat. I gotta point that out. That's good job, Meelod. Just wanted to show this steel rod they put on there in a little more detail. I mean, it's pretty cool. It actually hooks up to where the front axle would be, and pretty impressive actually. And it does come with the batteries already installed. This cardboard in there to keep the metal fenders from getting bent up. Does have a derailleur guard and everything. Looks like that derailleur might have got a slight amount of damage on it, but we'll see once we get it all put together. Alright, back again now. See, I got all the stuff off of it, got it out, I got the handlebars put on. Just got to remove that bar from the front forks down there and put the pedals on. So this pretty much how it comes. I mean, except for putting the handlebars, I put those on, but you see it's mostly assembled. Not a whole lot to put together. I mean, even the batteries are already on it, so yep. I'll get it finished put together. We'll see if we got enough charge to take it out to ride, if everything works. Alright, I just want to add to you, this comes with this single charger, but it has a splitter on it, so you can charge both batteries at one time. And it is charges at the 54.6 volts, and it's 4.5 amp charger. Alright, getting closer, but I did find a big problem I have, and hopefully I can fix it myself, but I'll probably contact them and have them send me a new one of these, but I'll show you. Don't know if this will come out on the camera or not, but my front rotor is bent right here. So that's where it was kind of protruding from the box. It looks like something hit it and bent the rotor there. But so far, that's been the only damage that I found. Well, we got the unboxing part done. Like I said, I made that really short. I didn't get in too much detail because, like I said, I know you've probably seen this one unboxed a few times already. If you've been looking at one of these. First of all, pay no attention when I'm riding to the scrubbing noise, because that is this front rotor here that was bent during shipping. So I did straighten it the best I could, and I've got it to work, but still making a lot of noise. So I have contacted them, and so I'll see if I can get that replaced. So yeah, just pay no attention to the brakes make noises. It's that rotor up there. But yes, this is the Meelod DK300 Max with dual batteries, dual motors. These have they're two 48 volt 20 amp hour batteries, and there is a battery blender up in here, up there with the controller, so it does use both batteries at the equal amount at the same time. And I think these two motors, I want to say these are, I'm not sure if they're 750s or what. I'd have to look at the specs again, but anyway, they peak it, that says at 1200 watts. Let's see what it says there, but yeah, they're supposed to peak at 1200 watts, and trust me, they do. This thing is pretty darn quick. Give it that. Next, we have metal fenders front and back. A very nice headlight that's probably familiar to some of you. I love that headlight, it worked great. Nice suspension forks up front here, and this really nice beefy rear shock that works fantastic. Really cool, unique design of this bike, and that's why I really love these Meelod bikes, is they look really cool. Love this frame design. And I think I probably said in unboxing, but yeah, this is a steel frame, so it is pretty heavy. This weighs like 136 pounds with both batteries and both motors. So not a light bike, but really good and solid. Rides very well. Benching works great. Oh, and if we go up here to the cockpit, it's got a nice color display. It doesn't have all the information you have on some of them, like you don't get voltage and stuff like that, but it tells you what you need to know. There's your battery, your pass level, has a trip meter, it has a time thing, and it of course tells you the total miles, and it also tells you like what motor mode you're in. Right, currently, as you see, it's in this rear motor. I just took it down the bike path there, so no reason to have it in dual there. But and the thing I have noticed different than watching some of the older reviews of this bike, they have made some improvements to it. One you'll probably notice right away is these nice handle grips. They have the nice locking ones now, and it now has a thumb throttle. Still has the 7-speed Shimano shifter, and these Meelod branded brakes that look amazingly a lot like Zoom brakes, and they work really good, so assuming they probably are Zoom brakes, because they do work fantastic. Of course, this thing is my review mirror, my nice broken ugly mirror, so pay no attention to that. I don't like riding without a mirror. And the seat's pretty nice. Not the softest seat I've
had on a bike. Not the hardest either. Somewhere in the middle. It's pretty decent. And I want to get to the next part that I've seen that they've changed on these. And you see it has an auto time, right? It's timed out on me. Alright, so now if you hold down the plus here, it's going to turn the light on. It's going to turn the headlight. And right now it's in the low beam. Now it's in the high beam. And the really cool thing they've added now it does have blinkers in the front and the back. These nice bright little blinkers up here in the handlebars, I really like those. Those are really bright. And now when you go to the rear light, you see it does this little sequential thing, and if you turn the other way, of course it goes the other direction. Very cool. I really like that. There we go. And also too, now when you hit the brakes, it does the nice flashing. Really like that feature too. So we'll definitely take it out when it gets completely dark so I can show you how bright they are. I have no doubt that headlight's extremely bright because it's, like I said, I've got it on another bike and it works great. And this bike does come with these CST Scout e-moped style tires. It seem to work pretty good. They're kind of, I'd say a hybrid pattern, but maybe a little more street oriented than a lot of these bikes. Very nice to see. And I think this has got I think it says a 44 tooth chainring in the front. And your regular Shimano 7-speed freewheel you see in a lot of these. I'm pretty sure that's the 14 to 28, I think. And a tourney derailleur. This is a little longer than most. And at first I thought maybe it was bent when I unboxed it, but no, it's not. It's just fine. It works great. Oh, and also too, this rear shock is an air shock. So yeah, these handle grips are really good. I like them. First time I've had these on a bike, and I think they're pretty fantastic. Oh, and of course the front suspension here, you have compression on one side, and you have a lockout on the other. So yeah, this is it. Oh, one other thing. These rotors are 160 millimeter. I mean, I would love to probably see 180, but 160 seems to be somewhat sufficient. I haven't had any problem stopping. I've been trying not to use that front brake too much since that rotor is warped. But yeah, in total we got a 40 amp hours of battery on this thing, so should have good range, and we'll be trying to test that. It might take me a few days for get it run down, but we'll see. But yeah, beautiful bike. I love it. And once again, thank you, Meelod, for sending me this. Really like it. Great bike. And the other thing to add is I do like this little pattern they put on it. It's pretty cool. Very cool. So without further ado, let's go out and take it for a ride here. We'll take it down there to my speed test area, and we'll test it out. So that's not far down the road here. I'm just going to leave it in rear for now until we get down there. Not that I have too much concern with using the battery up on this one. I don't want it as full as possible when I do that speed test. I did notice you put it down in about 3, it seems to work perfect for the bike pass. You get about 15 to 18 or so. And I'm probably going to have to put my visor down because I bet those gnats are going to get my helmet. I actually got in there earlier on the way here, even with the visor down. Still got a few in there. So as you see, it goes about 18 or so in 3. Matter of fact, let's put it down in 2 and I'll show you what that does. Pedaling down in pass 2. Not much different, honestly. It still says about 18. And of course, I got it in the highest gear. They said this is not a bike that you want to pedal very much. Even for me, I like pedaling these moped style bikes, but even for me, as you see how far my knees come up, I'm only like 5'10", so. And actually, my legs are kind of short for 5'10". So that's why most of these bikes fit me perfect. And this one does too, but it definitely not as comfortable pedaling as some of them. Yeah, we're pretty lucky because there's like no wind at all. So this is great. It's perfect. So throttle only. Got a pretty good takeoff that time. Already doing 20. I don't know how quick that was, but I would guess that's about 5 seconds or so. Pretty darn good. Look at that, already up 35. Seems to be doing a little better. 36 on the GPS, so that's good. 36.7 on the built-in speedometer. Yeah, now we're down to 35. So yeah, that's about what I said. Yep, there we go. We're up in 36. 4 there. Oh, 35. 36 now. Yep, so yeah, definitely, and it's advertised at 35 mile an hour, so it's good to see that it actually goes faster than what they advertise. So actually, we'll do 36. Fantastic, man. This is like I said, a very fast bike for a 48 volt bike. And I think a lot of this to do with the dual batteries and of course the dual motors. Having both of those two things definitely gives it a little more speed. So now let's try it in single motor. Let's see how fast it goes. Definitely takes off much faster in dual motor, as you would expect. Alright, so let's go back this way. And we can also verify this with the camera telemetry data too, but I can't of course see that until in the post. So, but it's usually pretty much on with the phone GPS. Yep, we're already up to 30 going this way. We'll single motor. 31. 32. Wow. Pretty impressive. Seeing 33.6 on the built-in display. Oh, there we go, 33. I saw it there for a second on the GPS as well. Yep, here we go again. So, yep, we'll see single motor. It's just 33. So here we go. We'll do this little off-road gravel road test here. Oh yeah, no problem. Honestly, you can't even tell hardly. Yeah, this part's a little rougher, but not bad. Don't think we'll be losing any batteries out here today, hopefully. Because I have not strapped these to... Yeah, I think I might try to take this one on the other dirt road that I took my power good on. Because this one should have the battery for me to make it all the way to the next little town over there. Right, we're going to take it right up to the base of this hill. And I know this hill is at least 20% grade. Maybe a little more, because I think it's slightly steeper than the one in my road. But it does get pretty darn steep. Alright, so we're going to change this. Let's put it back in this rear motor. Let's try to do it with one motor first and see if it makes it. Just going to throttle it up there. Yep, she is struggling with this single motor. Like I said, this is a very steep hill. The camera does not do it justice. It's much steeper than it looks on the camera. Making it up there, doing 10. Now we're speeding up. Oh, you made it. Alright, let's put it in dual. Let's see how it does this time. Throttle only. Look at that, much better. No, 19, 20, yep, 20 miles an hour. This for the record too so far. It did 7.8 miles on this charge. Right now it's showing 73, but I'm sure that's like bolted sag, so after it sets a little bit and we come out in the dark, we'll see what it really is. Alright guys and gals, right here in the somewhat dark. It's like almost 9:40 and you see it's still not completely dark out here now. Because in the summer months, the daylight stays a lot longer. And I have to get up really early to go to work, so I only got a few minutes to do this. So let's turn the lights on. If I can find the button. There we go. There we go. Let's check out the tail light here. Yeah, that's really bright. The brake light. Very nice. Alright, let's turn on the blinker. If I can find it. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize this in the daytime, but yeah, it goes across, but then also has a little amber turn signal there in the corner. Pretty cool. Oh, and that front one is extremely bright. Wow. So this is an excellent headlight too, as you see. Very, very nice. Alright, so let's just do a little ride around the neighborhood here. We'll see how well this thing does. I think I might want to move it up a little more. About like that. That's perfect. Now let's look at the high beam. Oh wow, yeah, that's really nice. Alright. So yeah, this is with the low beam on. Here's the high beam. Oh yeah, that high beam looks really good. Very nice. Yeah, very nice lights. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the battery too. What took off there. So, yep, now back up to, need a couple more. So back up to 75% there. So I did actually use quite a bit of it earlier when we were doing speed testing. But if you ride more normal, then that won't be an issue. I was pushing it as hard as it would go. So there we have it. Rover's making noise, being warped. But yeah, I hope you like the lights on it. I like them. I think they're pretty good. Yeah, really nice. Very, very nice. Let's do this one more time. Man, the front blinker is super bright. Very cool. So you see me do the initial part of the review there, and I also rode this bike to work and back, and currently we're sitting at 67%. I'm having a little trouble getting my GPS to connect, so I might not have the telemetry data if that doesn't connect. But that's okay if it don't. We got the phone here, so. Anyway, now I'm gonna go make a trip over to Mom's and take her some stuff. And try to run this battery down some more. Also, I did confirm with Meelod, they did just do this upgrades to this bike with this recent batch of them. So, like I said, the handle grips, the throttle is different, and also they added the blinkers, which is really cool. Those blinkers are great, especially the front ones. They're super bright. The rear ones work pretty good too, and then the front ones are super bright. If they can't see those in the car, then they're pretty much blind. Because I did burn quite a bit of the power up just doing those speed runs. That's what's taken the most so far. Regular use is not bad. It's been pretty good range. Especially with having the two batteries. Even though I said these are only 48 volt batteries now, these have been like 252s, which I do believe they told me before they were going to make a 52 volt version. I don't know when, or if they're still doing that. But this 48 volt one is pretty darn good. It's impressively fast for a 48 volt bike. So far, I think 36.6 is the fastest I've gotten it to go. Dual motor. Go this way. Pretty funny. And so far, I'm liking this thumb throttle on here. It's the first one I've had a bike with a thumb throttle. My scooter has thumb throttle. I really like the thumb throttle. I think I might think about changing some of my other ones. I think there's a lot less chance of whiskey throttle on it. Yeah, hear that front rotor up there scrubbing. Like I said, they're supposed to be sending me another one, so that was just damaged in shipping. Oddly enough, it doesn't really squeak yet, even though it's poured pretty bad. I'm kind of surprised. You can hear it just tick, 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 tick. Oh, wow. That's a really rough spot back there, and this thing handled it great. I didn't even feel that. Definitely say this bike's an excellent suspension. See how this one fits across the bridge. Oh yeah, no problem. Its handlebars aren't that wide. So far, the only one I've had any issue with is my Goat Power Bike Power Goat, because it's got really wide handlebars. It barely fits across that bridge. Even the trike fits across there, no problem. Under the bridge. Woo! Alright. Well, we made it here, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, guys and gals, we're back on the bike. Leave my mom's there. So when I got on it and turned it on, it was at 57%. Now I've got it a dual motor to get across this field. Do a little off-roading here. Does not seem to be an issue with this bike. Handles it really well. Yeah, it's got great suspension. Alright, now that we're back home, let's check what our mileage and our battery percentage is at here. Alright, so far, it says 21.5 miles, and it says we're sitting at 39%. I suspect after it's off a few minutes, it'll probably come back up some. Probably back up in the 40s. But that's where it sits at the moment. It says 39%. Like I said, that's pretty impressive because it already went over 20 miles. Most of the bikes, single battery ones, had already be out about now. But we still got, like I said, 39%, so we're right at almost 40. And it probably is a little over, but yeah, we'll see. We'll keep running it until it runs out. Probably ride it to work again tomorrow. And we'll see how it comes out after that. Alright, guys and gals. Back now. Been riding this thing around for the last couple of days and riding it to work. Still got 34% of the battery left. So today we'll see if we can try to finish this off. And also, if you haven't noticed, I put the handlebar and mirrors on it now. So I ordered some of those and they already came in. And this is I could say the easiest bike I've had to put these on. Because normally you got to drill out the ends and all that, but with these nice locking grips they put on here, it just has a simple little plastic stopper on the end, so you just pull them out and install your mirrors. Fantastic. So, yep, let's take her out. And it's very windy today. So yeah, this is going to be probably a worst case scenario, because I probably won't record a lot because it'll just be a lot of wind noise anyway. So, and I've already made so much video already. I'm going to have to go through and cut a lot of stuff out so the video isn't so long. But once I do that, then I may turn it on and record like the speed and stuff, because I want to show what the speed is now, being a 34% battery, and we can compare it to when it was full. See if we're still getting 36 mile an hour at the top end. And especially with this wind, I don't even know if it'll reach that anyway. But we'll see. I was hoping it was a little less windy down here, but I don't know if it's going to help much. But let's see how much speed we can get now. With it down to, I can't quite read it. I think it says 25 or 26, something like that. So down about a quarter of the battery. Saying 32 on the built-in display. 31.8 here. So yeah, it did slow down a little bit. Of course, some of it could be the wind too. But it's not really that bad right here, so I'd say it's probably slowed down that much. Which is, understandable. That's what these bikes do. As your battery goes down, you'll lose a little of your top end speed, a little bit of your torque. It's still pretty darn good. I see 32 a time or two there. Yeah, from 36 down to 32 then. Once you get down to around 25% there. Maybe at 30 even, I'm not really sure. Alright, I'm gonna take it up the VA hill here. That's how I go to work in the morning. This is a really steep hill too. I'm not sure the exact grade, but it's at least 15 or more. I'd say maybe 15, somewhere between there and 18 in places, and then it probably goes down to 5 or so once it gets a little further up. But this is the steepest part right here, so I'm not really sure the grade. I've never tried to measure it, but it's about 3/4 of a mile long, and that's the biggest green. And we're still going up at doing 26. When it was at full battery, it was doing 27, 28. So yeah, it did slow down a little bit going up the hill too, but not bad. Figured this is a good way to test it and drain the battery. Real world scenario. Like I said, this is the road I go every day to get to work. And it's a nice drive, Uh-oh, something going on up here. I guess I may not be able to go all the way up here. Don't know what they got going on. Part of the road closed off, so we're gonna turn around and go back. Looks like we're doing a little construction up there. Anyway, we climbed the hill, the main part of it. Well, at least now I'm starting to get down into the red there. There's a peacock. And we got like a little flock of those peacocks that wander around the town. Probably used to be somebody's pets or whatever, and got out and got abandoned or something. Alright, it's been saying like 15 for a while now. And we definitely lost a lot of speed now. I suspect it probably won't go too much further. Alright, I think we're about there now. It finally got below 15, and after that started dropping a lot quicker. Now it's down to 12. Definitely getting pretty slow now. Okay, all the way down to T. This car here. Yeah, it's pretty much lost all its power now. Barely going like 11, 12, or 13. That's when we pedaling. So let's see if we can make it back home and see where we're at. Yep, there we go. If you ride it hard, dual motor up and down hills, pretty much as fast as you can go most of the time, you can expect to get somewhere around that. That's 39.3 miles. Fastest speed we went was 36.6. So there you have it. That's what you can expect in the real world. So right around 40 miles if you ride it hard and dual motor mode. If you're in the hilly area. If you're in the flat area, you're probably going to get at least 10 miles, probably 10 miles or more. Over that, maybe even more. Ride it slower, you'll get quite a significant amount more. But yeah, this is the Meelod DK300 Max.
Hope you enjoyed this review on the Meelod DK300 Max. Its dual 48 volt 20 amp hour batteries give it good range, and its 750 watt 1200 watt peak motors give it great torque and hill climbing and acceleration. It also has impressive top-end speed for a 48-volt bike. I was able to achieve speeds around 35 or 36 at the higher battery levels and 32 to 33 at lower battery levels. Its new handlebar grips, thumb throttle, and front and rear turn signals are welcome improvements. So if you're looking for a dual motors or a bike with higher capacity battery, you should consider the DK300 Max since it has both. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos with others. Please check out my affiliate links and discount code in the description below, and I'll see you in the next one.